my name is Alice Merowell, and I have been trying to summon the ancient Greek prophet Tiresias. I may have just succeeded. That doesn't look like Tiresias. Wait, is that Orson Welles? Oh no, I brought in the wrong Tiresias. I wanted to interview the actual Tiresias, but I have the guy who played Tiresias in the movie Oedipus the King instead. That's alright though, because Orson Welles is an interesting person that I can still interview.
Where am I?
This is my backyard. Don't mind the odd text in Greek over there. I would like to interview you.
I suppose an interview would be interesting to participate in. Alright then, what do you wish to ask me?
What was your connection to Wisconsin? How did your early life there influence your career in film and theater?
I was born in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where I grew up with a lot of exposure to arts and theater-related things. It impacted my career by making me realize the path I wanted to take, and since it was still early in life, let me look into that particular field at an early age, which granted me some skills that some people might have taken longer to learn, or have taken for granted.
That's really interesting. My next question is, what was the War of Worlds broadcast, and what impact did it have?
That was a broadcast that I had directed and narrated. It was meant to sound like your average news broadcast, but it was actually an interesting narrative about aliens taking over. Many calls were made by people asking questions about if it was real, and many others immediately started panicking. People thought that aliens had genuinely arrived, and they didn't notice that it was a satire tale.
That must have caused a huge wave of panic throughout America.
That it did.
Before we continue, I'm Bree Harper, and here is an ad break.
Do you ever get bored? Ever just sitting there not knowing what to do? Now introducing creativity. If you ever don't know what to do, just think. Sit down and think for a second. What can I do? And suddenly, there's more possibilities. Suddenly you've got ideas like coming up with a radio broadcast, or inventing new jokes, or looking old ones up and rehearsing them yourself. There's so much to do with creativity. And you know what else you can do with creativity? Make things. All you require is hand. It is all you require in life.
Now that is over, let's get back to Alice Merowell and Orson Welles. Thank you, Bree. Anyways, I've only got a few more questions. What was your early childhood like? What were 3 major accomplishments that you had? And what is one of your famous quotes?
People say that I was a child prodigy. I began working towards my current career at a young age, and, as I said earlier, it allowed me to have a different sort of grasp on it. 3 of my major accomplishments would include the fact that I wrote, directed, produced, and acted in the film Citizen Kane, which ended up being one of the most influential films ever. I created the War of the Worlds broadcast, and I also played in and produced in many more films. Finally, a famous quote by me would have to be the one I said about films. I said, "A film is never good unless the camera is an eye and the head of a poet."
Wow, that is really incredible. I've had so much fun interviewing you, and I'm sure the world will be happy to see this. Thank you.
You are welcome. I must go now.
That wraps up our interview. I may not have found Tiresias, but we did find someone else awesome to interview. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.